The video you are about to watch is another example of the cutting room. The cutting room is when we have test footage that has or doesn't have audio commentary, and that audio commentary will then be added in. This is merely a test for possible future Let's Plays and will not reflect upcoming Let's Plays. Also, we tend to show this when we are running out of actual episode videos. This is the last one we'll have for a while. There will be an update video saying when we'll be back online, but we are not sure at the moment, so please be patient with us, because college is really, really hard to work with as far as time management goes. Thank you, and please enjoy this video of the cutting room.
Hi guys, it's me, Bramnet from BBR Publishing, and I'm here to welcome you to Phoenix Wright's Dual Destinies. Now, this is the test recording. This commentary is being added after the fact. The footage will be edited slightly for your convenience. There was a bit audio-visual delay as I am running this on my Thank you. I was running this on my iPhone. So I essentially did an AirPlay session with my iPhone in order to bring it to you guys. This is the footage that came out of it. The anime cutscenes have been altered and so that they are more streamed towards a cleaner slate, since they do not run at the fast frame rate that my computer would like. So essentially, what you're seeing now is not from my iPhone, it's actually from another source. But once we actually enter the game, you'll be seeing as it was through my phone. Just give it a sec. Well, after this intro.
These are dark times, where the law has been reduced to rubble. And it's up to us to restore it to its former glory. Yeah, I know what you mean. It looks like your target finally decided to make a move. Don't you worry. I've got a trusty new partner on board. She's been with us for half a year, though I can hardly believe it. Anyway, her power will be our greatest weapon.
Are you all right, miss?
Yeah, it's for this very reason I returned. Time to bring it to an end.
And now we're at my iPhone. Episode 1, Turnabout Countdown. The best thing about mods is how they erase and destroy with discretion. This is all live from my iPhone. The commentary is being added afterwards, and the audio-visual has been edited to the best of my ability so it actually works. This is a test recording after all. Nope, not feeling nervous at all. It's amazing what a girl can get used to. Even a tense atmosphere like this is no biggie. You doing okay, Athena? Oh, Apollo. Yeah, doing great. Like, great. Oh yeah? Well, that's good to hear. Although, I could have sworn I heard your voice crack for a second. I'm that transparent, huh? Cracking? No, my voice isn't cracking. Nerves of steel, I tell you. This is Apollo Justice. He's a fellow lawyer at the office I work for. Apollo is the lead for the defense on this case, but I'm going to be there at the bench with him, doing whatever I can. I'll do whatever it takes to defend Junie. Speaking of steel, how are you holding up? That explosion really did a number on you. I'm just happy you're okay, Athena. Although, I can't pretend I have no connection to this case. That's why I'm going to see that Juniper's name is cleared, and I'm sure you feel the same way. You got that right. I won't rest until Junie is cleared of all suspicion. Apollo, Athena, thank you for doing this for me. Junie. Hey, are you okay? Sorry about that. I always seem to go into coughing fits whenever I get nervous. This kind of thing never happens at home light in the forest, though. This is Juniper Woods. She's my dear childhood friend, and she's also our client for this case. The news keeps repeating that Junie is the alleged bomber. But that's ridiculous! There's no way Junie would do anything like that. I brought you a little snack, Athena. Just a little something from my garden. Hey, thanks. So, is this an orange or a team green? It's an orange. My grandma says that orange is the color of strength and endurance. Oh, I get it. Strength for the trial, right? Junie, you're always so good to me. Jeez. Look at me. Standing here clutching an orange to my chest with tears in my eyes. Well, don't you worry. We'll be so powerful in there, they won't know what'll hit them. Right, Apollo? Yeah, that's right. Come what may. This is one trial we just can't lose. Apollo! Apollo! Blood is seeping through his bandages. One of the wounds must have reopened. All this time he was trying to put on a brave face, but he was really overdoing it. Mr. Justice! Huh? The trial is about to start, sir. Please proceed to the courtroom. What? Now? But Apollo's in no state to defend. I have to defend Juniper. What are we gonna do? The trial's about to start, with or without us. There's only one other option I can think of right now, at a time like this, but even if I call him now, but he'd never get here in time. No, wait. There's something else I can do. Apollo, give me all the evidence for the case. Huh? What are you gonna do? Bailiff. Yes, ma'am? The defense would like to submit a substitute of attorney petition. Nina? You're not seriously. You just concentrate on getting there. I'll defend Junie. All yourself? Athena, stop and think for 1 second what you're talking about. You've never once taken a cut on a case alone. Hey, no problema. I can handle it, I think. But I guess it's really up to you, Junie. Would you be okay with me taking over? Sure. I believe in you, Athena, and that's enough for me. You're worried for me, aren't you? To be honest, I'm pretty nervous too. I think my heart just burst out of my chest. But you're in no shape to stand at the bench now, so you'll just have to leave it to me. Alright, I can see when your mind's made up. I hate that I can't be there, but I know you'll give it your utmost attention to defend Juniper. I missed that last line. This is really hard. My name is Athena Sykes. I'm still just a newbie, but I'm a lawyer. This is only the second time I've taken the lead in a defense case. It'll be the first time I stand up there alone, though. But I have to do this, and I'm definitely not going to let anything bad happen to Junie. Alright, saying this right now, it is really hard to keep up with myself because when you're playing, you're not reading it out loud. If I mess up or screw up some words, please forgive me. Anyway, courtroom number 5. Day 1, court is now in session. All rise. Also, there's an audio-visual delay, so yeah. Court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is also ready, Your Honor. Uh-huh. And what is the meaning of this? I was under the impression that Mr. Red Monkey would be my opponent today. Yes, well, a substitute of attorney pension was submitted just a few moments ago. Due to the explosion in the courtroom yesterday, Mr. Justice is unable to continue. Yeah, I see. Not all surprised he ran away. With me and my advisory, who wouldn't want to plead? What? The nerve of that guy. I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind. Well, I would if I wasn't so nervous. This arrogant jerk.
You arrogant jerk!
No! Widget! Is my hearing getting worse? I could have sworn I heard the defense say something just now. No. You didn't hear anything from me, especially not from me. How odd. I could have sworn I heard something too. Oh, that would be my indispensable partner, Widget. He sometimes blurts out what I'm thinking. Well then, if that's the case, then what you just said is a clear contradiction. Contradiction? You just stated that you said nothing. However, if that guy says whatever you're thinking, then you indeed said I was, what was it, elegant at work? Actually, it was arrogant jerk. At any rate, what does it matter if a red monkey or a yellow monkey faces me? No fresh out of law school rookie can defend this witness. Mr. Payne, I believe that's enough. Let us get back to the case. Of course, Your Honor. I'm more than ready to show this little girl why they call me the Rookie Humiliator. I knew it. He really is an arrogant jerk.
Arrogant jerk!
Miss Sykes, if you continue to insult the prosecution, I will remove you from this court. I'm very sorry. It was just a knee-jerk reaction. Now then, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, if you please. Thank you, Your Honor. Now then, the incident occurred yesterday here at this very courthouse in courtroom number 4. At that time, the trial for a certain bombing was being held in courtroom number 4. Ah yes, I was presiding over that trial as well, and Mr. Justice was there as the lawyer for the defense. A bomb that was being presented as evidence suddenly went off during the trial. It was a terrible incident, and courtroom number 4 was completely destroyed. Fortunately, we were able to start evacuation procedures before the explosion occurred. Just a few seconds more and it would have turned into a horrific loss of life. But there was in fact one death, was there not? That is correct, Your Honor. When courtroom number 4 was examined after the blast, the body of Candace Irem was discovered. She was to take the stand as a witness later in the trial. I suppose she wasn't able to evacuate in time. What a terrible tragedy. I must admit, I stumbled at least 10 times myself before I was able to escape. Maybe the courtroom should see to getting you even shorter robes. The victim's body was found near the entrance of the courtroom. I expect she stayed there till the very end to help guide others. Your Honor, please allow me to submit as evidence the autopsy report and details about the bomb. Autopsy report has been updated into the court record. The information about the stuffed animal bomb was also added to the court record. Okay, now I know how this works. All evidence for the trial is filed in the court. When I want to check on something, I just tap the court report panel on the upper right panel. I'll take a peek later. Now then, please call the accused to the witness stand. Defendant, are you feeling all right? You're looking a bit pale. I'm so sorry. I was feeling a bit weak when I first got here to the courthouse. I'm alright now. Junie's really giving it all her all. I better be sure I do the same. If we could please proceed. Your name and occupation, defendant? Juno Woods. I'm a high school student. Miss Woods, can you confirm that you were in the courtroom on the day in question? Yes, I came to know all the justice tonight. And so, I was there yesterday to watch over this trial and my support. Something's wrong. Trini's really scared. Did you know I'm also known as the defense humiliator? It looks like I'll have yet another chance to show everyone how I learned that title. This arrogance, no bounds. I have to protect Junie no matter what happens. Hey, you arrogant Prosecutor Payne! What is it? Do you want me to demonstrate why I'm known as the rookie humiliator instead? Don't let him get to you. Prosecutor Payne, Junie is telling the truth. Mr. Justice also backed up the claim and used the might of the body. And Junie, he said he was glad to get that bonus through to you too. He was? My grandmother said that it's good for your eyes. She says they can even help you see into the future. They can? And that's the perfect present for a lawyer. If that's true, I guess he must have not eaten. A sweet girl like this glowing on courtrooms and play. I must say, it's very hard to believe.
Objection!
Now, Your Honor, don't let your seemingly innocent appearance fool you. The defendant has a motive for committing the crime. That's not true! I don't have any kind of motive. I didn't even know the lady who was killed! I admit that the investigation didn't turn up any connection between the victim and the defendant. However, that does not matter. The only thing that does matter is that her objective was the destruction of courtroom number 4 itself. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Why in the world would Miss Woods want to do something like that? That's a very good question coming from a novice such as yourself. But first, a question to the defendant. Have you ever been brought up on false charges? What? Why, yes, I have. And did that experience cause you to harbor a grudge against the court system?
Objection!
Now wait just a minute. If that kind of thing was a motive for blowing up things up, then every one of our clients would turn into bombers. That's a valid point. We wouldn't have a single courtroom left standing in the land. I can see the accused is the only one who has a grudge against the court. Miss Woods is the only person who could have committed this crime. Why? Because we have found some decisive evidence that proves the defendant's guilt. Decisive? I'll believe when I see it. It involves a very unique aspect of the bomb itself. And what exactly is so unique about it? Why don't we have Miss Sykes answer that question? Me? I noticed that you appear to be very nervous, and well, gentleman that I am, I'd like to offer you the chance to gain some confidence with such an easy question. Could you be even more condescending? Really? What an unthoughtfully pleasant man.
L is for losers.
What did it just say? Nothing. Not a single thing. Now, let's see. What was I supposed to do at a time like this? Oh, I know. The court record. The information I need is somewhere in the court record. Alright, Miss Sykes, let's hear your answer. What was so unusual about the bomb that blew up the courtroom? Was it because it was... I already know the answer, so let's move on. Mr. Payne, what kind of simpleton do you take me for? Who's in a stuffed animal? Its evil intentions could be covered up by a cute exterior. Very good. Have a cookie. The bomb that went off in courtroom was indeed hidden in a stuffed animal. There. How do you like that? Not bad, huh? I am fine. Just like I said from the start, I can do it. Yes, as I recall, the bomb was stuffed in a stuffed animal the whole time. I never even got to take a look at it. But what connection does this impendent elephant have to do with the defendant? The answer to that lies in another piece of evidence, which I have right here. And what is that, pray tell? It appears to be a little singed. It's a tail, Your Honor. The tail of a poor victim of the explosion. This is incredible! Are you saying this is the detective's tail? Your Honor is so very close, but no. It belongs to the stuffed animal. It's called a phony Hinty, a rather unpleasant name if you ask me. He's the mascot for a campaign to eliminate false charges and false evidence. Exactly. His motive is phony evidence is all trumped up. That's so wrong on so many levels. The Founty Fancy tale was made of vinyl cloth, and we found some very interesting on the surface. The defendant's fingerprints. What? The Founty Fancy proves the prosecution with all the evidence we needed. It clearly proves the accused is the bomber. That doesn't make any sense. Why would Junie's fingerprints be on it? That does appear to be pretty irrefutable evidence. The court accepts it as evidence. Tony Fancy Tale has been added to the court record. Miss Woods, do you have an explanation for this?
I don't understand.
How about you, Miss Sykes? Do you have any plausible explanation to refute this piece of evidence?
Well, I
can't do it. I can't think of a single thing. But I better come up with something for Julie's sake. If you can't produce an answer, we could always go straight to the ruling. If you prefer. No, I have to say something. Fast. Well, come on. Say it. Say it, please. Oh no. I can't get my voice to work. Why now of all times? I thought I overcame this already. Maybe I'm still not ready to stand in court. As you can tell, we sort of go into anime cutscenes every once in a while. I don't know about everyone else, but I like these. Except maybe this one. This one creeps me out.
As you can see, there is no room for debate.
Is there now?
Objection!
Why, it's you.
The man in blue himself. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Sorry it took me so long to get here, Athena. Apollo explained the whole thing to me over the phone. He asked me to come help you out in his place. Thanks for coming. I hate to admit it, but I was having a really rough time on my own. Oh, I don't know. I think you were doing your job just fine, and you hung in there just giving me enough time to get here. Let's turn things around. You got it, boss. Look who showed up out of the blue. If it isn't Mr. Phoenix Wright, you always manage to surprise me. Your Honor, Mr. Payne here has called for an early ruling, but I believe there are still many things that need to be deliberated. How did Mrs. Woods' fingerprint wind up about that stuffed animal's tail? How was the bomb even detonated? Until these questions are answered, I assert it's impossible for a failed ruling to be made. You are absolutely right. Let us continue where we left off. I assure you have no objections, Mr. Payne? None at all, Your Honor. Miss Woods really looks like she's having a hard time. Junie's really struggling, Mr. Wright. I get the feeling that she's afraid of the courtroom itself. Because of yesterday? Yeah, it was understandably very traumatic for her. Poor thing, and here she is back at the courtroom again, being so brave. I'd like to make a request, Your Honor. If at all possible, I'd like to have Miss Woods rest in the lobby. Given the defendant's condition... Very well, I grant special permission. You go get some rest, Junie, and leave the rest to us.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry about this.
Phoenix Wright. I've been looking forward to meeting you. Haven't we met? It's been a while, Mr. Payne. You're more clueless than I heard. I believe you mean, how do you do? For I am Gutsman Payne. I'm the younger brother of your long-standing rival, Winston Payne. What? Long-standing rival? When we were ever rivals, let alone long-standing. You'll see, Mr. Wright. I will clear Winston of the disgrace he met with your hands. Looks like this royal pain is going to be as thoroughly unpleasant as the other. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call a decisive witness to the stand. The witness will testify as how the accused detonated the bomb in the courtroom. Very well. Please call your witness, Mr. Payne. Witness, your name and occupation, please. Witness?
Name, Ted Tedison. Occupation, bomb disposal specialist.
Oh my, what a strange robotic voice you have.
Speech says an idea test. Typing. It is the same as me talking.
He sounds exactly like a robot. Can't you speak in a normal manner? I can. He can.
But I do not like to speak. Speaking is insufficient. Energy expenditure. Speaking is less than typing. Understand?
What an odd witness. Mr. Tennant was in charge of the bomb for the trial when it went off. Being a bomb specialist, do you have any relation to the defendant?
Negative. I first met the girl while on the job. Many people are employed by the police. I know only a fraction of them. However, I was shocked when I first discovered the body of the victim.
Shocked?
I was the first on the scene after the explosion. I went there to ensure safety, but ended up finding a dead body.
So he was the first to discover the body, was he? He is here to testify about the circumstances surrounding the moment of the explosion. Very well. The court will hear Mr. Tennant's testimony, but at the very least, show the court some respect and remove that face guard. He has goggles. Witness testimony. When the bomb went off.
The bomb was originally disarmed by me, then transported here as evidence. Bomb name HH3000 operated by a timer or remote. I was watching from the gallery when I suddenly became alarmed. I saw that the bomb's time was counting down.
So even though the bomb was supposed to be disarmed, it somehow got switched back on?
Precisely. Activating the timer is very simple. 1. Connect wires. 2. Switch on timer. A monkey could do it. I'm sure even you would be able to, Mr. Wright.
I guess that makes you the blue monkey in this barrel of fun, boss. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Mr. Tennant, what is that?
HH3000, aka a bomb.
A bomb? Great googly moogly! Yuck! Mr. Tennant, I demand that you disarm it this instant! Disassembly complete.
5.3 seconds. 0.2 seconds short of my personal best.
Unfortunately, that's all I could squeeze in for about half an hour. When I was originally recording the stock footage, I was, well, let's just say I was spending all night trying to figure it out. Not to mention, I upgraded my computer to Windows 10, and, well, let's just say they've made ad hoc networks, or device-to-device networks, very difficult to configure. Microsoft, fix it, please. So in other words, that's it. If you'd like to see more, it's one of the easier series to record for obvious reasons. And I'm not doing it with anyone, unlike my currently running series, so it would be very easy for me to do. So if you'd like to see more of Phoenix Wright, please let me know. Maybe I can start with the first one first. But let me tell you, they are just as expressive here as they were back then, if not a little bit less, because they are very, very, very expressionate in the first one. I think I phrased it right. So anyway, this is all from me of Bramnet from BJ Publishing for right now. Again, I'm at college, so I've been doing my own stuff for a while now, and I've had to, let's just say, so far in the span of 3 weeks, I've had to write like 6 papers. So yeah, I've been pretty busy. Not to mention they require me to do reading every single week, so there's that. I'm the slowest reader on earth. That is it from me of BJ Publishing. I hope to see you guys soon. I don't know how soon, unfortunately. And I will always be trying to do streaming Saturdays. I know the last streaming Saturday I was unable to know that for a fact because I am getting a lot of homework this week, apparently. It was a miracle I was able to get this recorded. So, again, no guarantees, but I hope to see you guys soon. Talk to you later.